Hey guys, and welcome back. And if you're new here, thanks so much for joining us today. Today is a cooking vlog. So you know what that means. We are leaving Arizona and moving on to our next destination. Today I want to bring you along with me to make some ribeyes. And we're going to make it the way we used to make it when we lived in a sticks and bricks. Now that this rig has an oven, and basically we like to sear it and then throw it in the oven to finish cooking it, and it's going to be perfection. So follow along as we make some ribeyes inside our tiny RV. We're going to keep this simple and just season the ribeyes with some pink salt. I am going to press it in as well as put it on the edges and both sides. Just for giggles, I wanted to measure them so that I knew how big they were. I have never bought ribeyes this big before. They were so beautiful. I put my pan on high heat with no oil or anything. I just want to get these a really good sear. And in order to do that, I recommend pressing it down so all parts of the meat are touching that pan. I am preheating my oven to 350. Today's video is sponsored by Euflora Meat Thermometer. Now, you know how much I love cooking, so when Euflora reached out to us so that we can test their meat thermometer, I was all in. But of course, Lou being the researcher that she is, she wanted to research them first. So a few key points that caught our attention and made us decide to move forward is you can use it indoors, like in your oven and on your stovetop or outside on your grill. I love how compact the Euflora meat thermometer is. And you know, compact is key when you live tiny. The host, which I like to call basically a monitor, stores and charges the probe, as well as has an easy to read display screen. Now, let's talk cooking. Once you insert the probe into your meat, you can walk away and not worry about it. You'll get notified on your app or even on the monitor when your meat has reached the perfect temperature. I can't wait to test this on a full turkey for Thanksgiving or even our lechon asado for Christmas Eve. Now, let's get back to today's cooking vlog. So there's a little line on the probe and you want to insert it into the meat up to that line. And from there on, it should be sticking out so that it can get the ambient temperature perfectly. You'll notice I'm going to flip the meat around, and that's just to make sure that the probe did not come out because it should be in the center of the meat. Now that the steaks are nice and seared, I'm throwing them in the oven to finish cooking off, which is perfect because I can monitor that temperature right here on the screen. I set mine to be medium rare. So I am going to go ahead and take it out and let it rest. I don't want any of those juices to come out. And since Lou likes hers extra well done, I'm going to reset that monitor to be well because I didn't know the temperature for extra well. So I set it for well, and I'm going to reinsert the probe into hers and stick it back into the oven so that there is absolutely no pink on her steak whatsoever. All right, hers is done. So I am going to bring it out. However, it doesn't look like it has enough of a sear for her. As I mentioned before, she does like her steak extra well. Some family and friends say that her steaks usually have to be like a hockey puck. I'm not joking. So this is a little bit too gray. I am going to go ahead and put it back on the stove and let it cook a little bit more so that it can get nice and charred. And since I'm going to do that, I might as well throw mine in as well to get reheated and to get a little bit more sear. The more sear it has, the more melty that fat will be. Obviously, it's not going to be medium rare anymore, but with a small sear, I should at least get medium well. So let's let that cook down a little bit more. As you'll see here, we are having breakfast for dinner. Nothing better than some steak and eggs. And I am thrilled with our Euflora meat thermometer. I would have gotten a perfectly medium rare if I would not have seared it. But even after I seared it, I still like that little pinkness. That meat was super tender and super juicy. I hope you enjoyed following along as I made Lou's perfectly well done ribeye steak and then my medium well steak. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to check out the Euflora meat thermometer. I did put the link down below in the description so that you can check it out on Amazon if you want to make sure you get the perfectly right steaks as well, either in your oven, on your stovetop, or on your grill. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next vlog. Bye, guys.